Hello. Now I would love to talk about love and kindness, because that's, in my experience, is the leading edge of everything, of all life's wisdom, of all personal and spiritual development. I feel that its core purpose is to allow us to bring more loving kindness in each of our situations, each of our processes that we naturally meet in our lives. Of course, we can say the purpose is also freedom and joy and happiness. But yes, I feel that love and kindness and compassion is more essential, because also the more we are loving and kind to each other, the more happiness and more freedom we can feel. So especially on this planet, on this humanity, loving kindness is essential to evolve, essential to thrive. And yes, and that's our nature. That is natural for us, because essentially we are all one, and everything is one and everything is connected. So yeah, it is in our nature, and we born from that love. And each of our breath proves that we are loved and we deserve love and kindness. But again, in this complex life that we have on this earth, with this complex mind that we developed, with various conditioning and forgetfulness of that essential nature of ours, we can get very much confused on this nature. We confuse this with various conditionings and ideas on what it means to be loving, what it means to be kind, what is goodness. So we can put it into various twisted ideas. And yeah, every so-called villain openly or secretly believes that he is a hero and he is doing good. He is for the better. And but we can see the fruits of it, how much truth in it, on how someone does what he does. Again, how much love, kindness, compassion, empathy, respect, and gentle care he puts into how he moves through life, through each process, in achieving whatever he wants to achieve. So yeah, it is not something linear that we need to change lots of conditions to achieve it. It is in the moment. It is always in the moment, in the reality of present situation. And yes, and how much love and light we can bring into that situation and address all the details that occurring, again, through that empathy, really feeling into oneness of everything, seeing that purity in the eyes of everyone, and in all the parts of yourself. Because yeah, first of all, we need to be more loving and kind with ourselves, with various parts of ourselves that might feel judgment and pain. So it is like, for example, that part in you is like another person, another human being that needs loving attention and holding space for that emotion to transform, evolve, elevate. But we cannot force it, because yes, sometimes again we get into very spiritual ideas, and when we become in a sense crude with each other. For example, if someone feels a little bit negative and bad, and we start to reflect that with, oh, you lowering my vibration, I cannot be with you, and so on, or trying to lecture them. Or if someone is angry, we say, calm down, what's wrong with you, get over it. But that's the not most compassionate way to approach these situations, and it is not the highest awareness. It is not the highest power, because the highest power is rooted in that unity of God, which has no problems with higher or lower vibrations. So then compassion and loving kindness naturally radiates from that state. So yeah, that's why spiritual development is so important, to really deepen that loving kindness, to fully embodying that. And of course, I do not say that you need to stay in various toxic relationships that are poisoning you and ever, and yeah, sometimes the most loving way is to part ways. But again, we are all meeting various challenges in life. We are all moving through different stages of evolution, and more or less we interact with each other. So yeah, in that it is very, very relevant, yes, to meet various different vibrations and situations with most of compassion and love. So yeah, there is lots of stages of evolution, of, again, personal and spiritual development. But if we keep our focus on loving kindness and compassion, then we can move through those levels most harmoniously, most smoothly, and not get lost in those variations of ideas and practices. Because yes, it is so easy to form this kind of hiding place, even in spirituality, where we isolate from other variety of aspects of life, and then form this impression to ourselves that we are somehow better, we know better, and so on. So yeah, to stay open to that true living love and kindness, yeah, it is good to focus on that, and to know that it cannot be defined in an ultimate way. It is living and evolving process. Yes. Compassion, love, kindness is living process, and it is infinite in nature, as God, as existence itself. So it is also good to keep in mind that there is always space to allow and bring more of that, and to cultivate that, to refine that every day, in each moment, in each situation. And we are worthy of it, because we are it. And the more we are embodying it, the more it obvious becomes. So yeah, the highest awareness and highest power is reflected in compassionate, loving kindness. And yes, you also don't need to be obsessed with that idea that it is infinite, you can always bring more and more and more. So yeah, it can also turn into some kind of neurotic obsession and doubting yourself, am I most loving or not, and so on. So you just need to be aware that it takes natural pace to evolve, and that natural pace is that pace which feels most natural, most good to you and others. So yeah, it is natural harmony of the universe that takes its relevant time for that love and kindness to blossom and to evolve, to transform, and so on. So yeah, don't get obsessed about it, just trust in it, know that it is all included in that. Even those opposite reflections of that, as apathy, aggressiveness, and what we can describe as evil, it is also part of that. And those contrasts show up for that essential nature of our unity consciousness and love to shine even more brightly, to show its full potential, to show its full power. That's why we created those contrasts. That's why this world is created with so much darkness. But yes, that darkness serves to the light, to realize the depth of our light. We need darkness. So yeah, all is well. Just keep your focus on these essential qualities of our heart, and have a wonderful process of revealing more and more and more of that divine benevolence in which we now and forever live. Much blessings and love from heart to heart. Take care.